A stark warning from the president and his medical advisors. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, America will see a peak in COVID-19 deaths. The message: brace for impact.
I want every American to be prepared for the hard days that lie ahead.
The coronavirus task force presented grim numbers in Tuesday's press conference, providing the reasoning behind extending social distancing guidelines. The U.S. could see 1 to 200,000 deaths from the outbreak, and that's if the 30-day extension of social distancing is taken seriously. However, there is hope that if all Americans observe the guidelines, those numbers can come down.
So what we're going to see, and that's we got to brace ourselves, in the next several days to a week or so, we're going to continue to see things go up. We cannot be discouraged by that because the mitigation is actually working and will work.
Dr. Deborah Birx said the numbers are influenced by spikes we're already seeing in virus hotspots like New York and New Jersey. But early action and extreme social distancing in states like Washington and California slowed the infection rates. Birx says if other states take similar measures, they can mitigate the chances of a deadly surge.
There's no magic bullet. There's no magic vaccine or therapy. It's just behaviors.
More than 2/3 of Americans live in states where social distancing restrictions are in place. For those that have yet to take action, health authorities warn if you wait until cases in your area begin to surge, it's too late.
This is tough. People are suffering. People are dying. It's inconvenient from a societal standpoint, from an economic standpoint to go through this. But this is going to be the answer to our problems.
An outbreak of 24 family members in rural Georgia has now been traced to a funeral that occurred before social distancing warnings went out. And in Washington state, a choir practice in March turned deadly, in spite of members' efforts to keep an appropriate social distance.
I heard from 20 people probably within a day or two that they were all getting sick also.
45 members of that choir are now COVID positive or have symptoms. 3 have been hospitalized, 2 have died. The Trump administration is urging people to heed the warnings to stay home. But for those who do have to go outside, the task force is considering changes in CDC recommendations about wearing face coverings in public. Caitlin Burke, CBN News.